everybody, and welcome to stream. Welcome for some more Dear Days 2. Chilling out, playing some Vanguard before the Vanguard episode drops. So we'll be streaming about until probably like 6:50 EST, because that's when the Divines episode airs, and I want to go watch that. Maybe in the future we can actually stream them on Fridays. That would be cool. Potentially, but I don't know how copyright with Bushy Road really works. I haven't really used any of their footage. But welcome. So today we're going to be playing Dragonic Overlord as voted by the YouTube poll, overwhelmingly so. Not very surprised that we have the decks that have been voted for so far are the old decks from the previous the old stuff. And I do love playing some Dragonic Overlord, so I'm perfectly fine with that. So before we jump into the actual story, let's get in and go over the deck real quick, just so in case you guys don't know what Mr. Overlord does. All right, let's go. All right, so let's start off our ride lines. We have typical starter. Some people play a different ride line for Overlord. I like playing the classic one. Hello, Tomato. Welcome. Hello, Dragon Card. Yes, Kagura for the win. Dragonic Overlord the clan. Let me just move you guys up a little bit. Dragonic Overlord the clan. Very awesome. So let me just fix chat while I'm doing this. Yeah, I really love playing Dragonic Overlord. It's one of those decks where I would love to play it in real life, but you know, it's one of those that, like, the deck's kind of expensive a little bit, you know. A lot of the encounter decks are, at least for the popular characters. But yeah, so we are playing Kagura today. We're gonna burn our opponents to ashes. We're gonna say final turn and say the Vanguard. Never been a big Kagura fan, not gonna lie, but the end gets fast is cool. Hello, I'm doing good today. Hello, welcome. I'm doing good today. Scooby fan, hello. All right, so let's go through the deck real quick and then we'll get into the gameplay. So, our grade 1 ride line is the Monument of Armor Bar. So what Bar does, he's very similar, to, Conroe, if you remember him from the original Vanguard. So when he's rode upon by Nahalem, you CB1, you search your deck for one grade 1 card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. We're not using the rearguard skills there. So basically, this lets us search any grade 1 piece we're looking for. It could search out PGs, it can search out our order searcher, it can search out our generics, and there's a specific card we probably want to be searching most of the time that is not a PG. Then we have Mr. Nahalem. So when we ride an Overlord, we call it out from our soul, and then if you have an Overlord Vanguard in its name, you Soul Blast 1, and then for this turn, all of our front row, this unit, and it get plus 5k. And then we have Mr. The End himself, our Toshiki Kai, alternate art here. So you might be wondering, why aren't we playing the original Overlord? Don't we need to, like, get it into Soul so we can have, so we don't get our, drive minus and we get our 5k. So there is a way to get Mr. Overlord, or OG Overlord, into Soul, and that is going to be Ardor over here. So Ardor Hatchet Dragon says, this is a promo, if your soul has Soul Overlord in its card name, it gets 5k shield, so that's nice. But basically, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can retire it to choose a grade 3 card of Overlord in its card name from drop and put it into Soul. So that's how we're going to get Mr. Original Overlord into Soul. So we can discard it for ride costs, for PGs, whatever. We're playing also, I have the alternate art of the end as well, so we have that too. We're also playing Mr. Burning Horn. Burning Horn lets us search out our Overlords for Persona Ride, but also the original, and it gets 5k every time our Overlords attack, which is nice. We're also playing one of the Dual Nations. These are some newer cards that are both 2 different nations. This one is the Stoicheia and Dragon Empire one, the Flame Leaf. So basically, when you call it, you get to call it Plant Token, which is just a 5k grade 0. So it's kind of just a little extra attacker. We don't usually have enough CB for the extra parts of the skill, but we may need it later. This is our PGs. We're going to go with the monk-looking ones. We also have Sanctitude down there. And then we're playing 2 of Justina, so we can discard 1 from hand. Hello, Cio, welcome. So you discard 1 from hand to search your deck for any order, and then you discard it, and then you can play it from drop, and then it recycles. So we're playing a little bit of an order package here, because we're playing the Drago Resonance. So this is an order that was made for another deck, but it works for Overlord, because we do have a restanding Vanguard, because Overlord's all about restanding. That's his whole thing. So when your Vanguard is restood, all of your front row units, including the Vanguard, get plus 10,000 power. So that's very, very, very nice. And it's free. It doesn't have any cost. We have our basic trigger lineup here, a Dragon Empire over trigger, which is the best over trigger in the game, where basically if you check this on an offensive check, you get another Vanguard swing. There is never not a situation where this isn't good. So there's a reason why this guy has been on the restricted list quite a few times. We're also playing, this is very similar to the Dragon we were playing with MLB, where Energy Blast through to remove to get anything we discard. We're discarding quite a bit, so that could help. And if it's placed on rear, if your Vanguard's grade is less than or equal to your opponent, we get 5k. And then we have Dragonic Overlord. This guy kind of reminds me of Kai, honestly. So when he's discarded from hand for the cost of our Overlord's ability, we have to discard when we restand with the end. It can be discarded as 2 cards, so we always want to be having this guy in our hand. And when he's discarded by this ability, basically, you can call him to back row for free, and he gets 5k, so we can boost our Overlord as well. Our trigger lineup is we're playing 8 crit, 3 front, and 3 draw, and then 4 heal. And then we're playing Sanctitude, so... we don't have a Regulus piece in this deck. I don't really think we have room for one. Not every deck in Vanguard needs a 1-of Regulus piece, but you could probably play Angel Ladder, probably. But anyway, let's get back into the deck. We're not going to be using now, unfortunate. Is the Skyride order in the game? Yes, it is. We could play Union of the Sky, actually. We could play Union of the Sky. Actually, yeah, because I have it right here. Well, let's put in Union of the Sky. That actually might be a good one to put in. So let's go put that in and I'll take something out. Let's go Union. There it is. So this is Union of the Sky. So this is the Regulus piece that was introduced with Zero Tendo. He is the protagonist of Vanguard Skyride. So you can play it with a Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3. We don't really use energy in this deck. So we could draw 1. And then one of our Vanguards, it's a defensive order. And it gets 15k until the end of battle. Then you can bind a card with the same name as your Vanguard from a Solar Drop. And it gets 25k instead. And then when it's discarded from your hand from your ride deck, you can see beyond Energy Blast, either draw a card and remove it. So it's a pretty versatile card. This card is very expensive. What do we take out here? I guess we can take out one of our little discard dudes. We'll just play it at 2. I don't think it's going to really hurt our balance much. I don't know how difficult our computer players are going to be at this point in the story. I don't think we've gotten to the really tough stuff yet, but enough yapping. Let's get on to the gameplay. All right, so we are fighting Mr. Shop Manager today. We're going to fight with our Ottawa. The Vanguard. What does that even mean? It makes no sense. Ottawa? Sorry to suddenly call out to you. I'm Gose Kasushika, the owner of the card shop Osen. Nice to officially meet you. Gosetsu Tatsushika. I am bad at pronouncing Japanese names. The owner of Card Shop Osen, a good advisor and support of card fighters. He fondly watches the team once he led is now reborn and led by Yuki. Also keeps in touch of Kanji occasionally and totally is not his husband or anything. Osen, the other day I ruined the shop's fight event. Don't worry about it. Even Mika got fired up and fought, so it's all good. But that was an amazing fight. It even got me excited watching it. By the way, how do you know about me? Well, I'll tell you after we fight. Another fight? Okay, let's do it. Yeah, Ottawa's a very interesting character. Very interesting. Will this be as hard as Geometry Dash game? Not really. I mean, I know how to play. I've beaten the game before, so I'm playing it for you guys. We are not going to skip the fight. That's how we can skip every fight, because I've beaten the game. By the way, how are we on audio levels, chat? Are we good with audio on game and me? Let me know if there's any audio issues. Ottawa, I really, she is a Dragon Empire user, so it's actually fitting we're using Kaguro here. I didn't put her deck in the poll, though. Alright, awesome. Thank you, Dragon Card. Alright, so, looking at our hand, we really just need OG Overlord, and we're set up for our grade 3 turn. And we have Burning Horde to find it, so we're gonna be good here. We should be fine. We're gonna discard this. We don't need 2 of these. So Gosetsu plays everyone's Mimi Stoicheia deck Flabberg. Flabberg is very similar to Maelstrom, if you have seen the original Vanguard. Very much it's Aquaphor. It's all about multi-attack. Yeah, she does. She uses Wurble, yes. I should have put Wurble on the poll, actually. I don't know why I didn't put it on the poll. Yeah, I think her deck is cool. We need CB to search Overlord here, so we're going to take the hit. Yeah, I think we're still playing very basic Flabberg here. Alright, draw's nice. This is a good, nice draw. What'd we draw? Oh, we got the end. Nice. So we have our Persona Ride all set up. Beautiful. We can search our deck for any grade 1. Yes. I'm debating what we should go for here. Well, next turn, we're gonna hopefully get an Overlord and Soul. And we can either do this and search our Order Searchers. We have a 10-grade front row and kind of rush early. But I think we want to make sure our restand, so we're gonna add him. We're gonna do that. Alright, we're gonna call our Burning Horn. Oh, we used CB. No, that was a waste. Rarity misplayed. No! I misplayed. No. It's okay. These are early opponents. We're fine. We can still rush. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah. It's probably maybe in the DLC, I'm guessing. Probably gonna be in the DLC. Yeah, we're already misplaying. We can still rush a little bit. I think our opponents are being very still basic here. So it's fine. I'm hoping we actually get the difficulty increase today so we can actually like play some... Oh, we have Overlord in hand. We're chilling, chat. We're chilling. We just gotta make sure this guy doesn't die. Which I don't think we're gonna have issues with. So we'll be fine. So Burning Horn is useless. I didn't totally misplay, chat. We got the Overlord. We're fine. I'm gonna intercept with the Burning Horn here. We're gonna give another one. Alright, good. That was good. Then we'll take this next hit. So we can use our restand. And we'll take this. Yeah. I also haven't played Overlord in a while. It's okay. We could play Gojo, by the way, for countercharge. We just don't have any more room with the discards. You could take out the cyclers, but you want those. Alright, what do we want here? We'll discard the trigger because we want that front row. Oh, wait, we're gonna get the Nahalan for free. What am I talking about? It's fine. We're still fine. We're 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 fine. Fine. Okay, okay. We're gonna do the... Well, actually, no, I didn't misplay because we have to discard. I should have discarded Overlord. What am I doing? Y'all, I'm just like... What am I doing? Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. Okay, just calm down and read. Read Rarity. It's fine. I don't play this deck as much as I play MLB. So it's fine. We're just gonna do this. Call this over it. Because we're not gonna activate skill. We're gonna... Oh yeah, our opponent needs to be grade 3 or greater. That's right. Okay, that's fine. We'll still Soul Blast here. We're gonna Persona Ride next turn. We're fine. Also, effect fronts would do well in this deck due to the front row of power. Yeah, probably. The reason we want the draw is we're very piece reliant and we need to get to our pieces. So that's mainly the reason we play draws. Alright, our Burning Horn is going to get some power because of our attacks. Yes, we're going to give all effects to Overlord because we're going to be restanding. Excellent. We love the crits. Kaya is known as a sacker of crits. We sack the crit. Can we get another one? No, we can't be that cheesy. Yeah, in a piece-reliant deck, you want to be playing draws. And this deck doesn't naturally have much draw power anyway. We're pushing him to 5. So he has 6 cards in hand. I'm assuming he's going to start guarding, but we'll see. Count as 2. Yes. Yes. There we go. Restand. I'm making call. We're going to call up behind Vanguard. So we'll see if he PGs this, if our computer is even PG at this point. Go, Overlord! Go! You guys may not even get to see Flatberg, actually. Depending. Nope. Yep, we got another crit! Yep, this is the sack. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Sack the crits! It's so fun. You feel so powerful when you play Overlord and you just sack all the crits. You feel like the most powerful person alive. I love it. It's great. Crits for days. That is right, Dragon Card. Absolutely. Crits for days. Woo. Yeah, but I hope you guys like potentially us doing Deer Days on Fridays right before the episode airs. Give you guys some Vanguard content before we jump into the new episode. And maybe in the future, again, we can stream the episode live. We'll have to see how that works, though. I'll have to spend a day to try that out, but not this week. I'm not set up for it. Wow, you're strong. You must have inherited being exceptionally talented in something from Magoi. You know my dad? Ottawa, you were only in this town for a short time. Look at this. So we're getting some lore on Ottawa here. It's a great photo, right? When the shop opened, he wanted to take it, and I still treasure it. So that little Ottawa has grown up, but it must have been tough. Moving all the time because your dad is a photographer? I'm used to it by now. When did you learn Vanguard? My dad bought it for me to keep me from getting bored. Then I got hooked on it. You ended up becoming a pro fighter. That's amazing. Well, I did have a lot of time to practice. Going pro is an incredible achievement. But why are you holding back with Vanguard? We're not holding back. We crit sacked you, dude. That's the vibe I got during our... Dude, we literally sacked you. What do you mean we're holding back? Bro, we were like decimating you. You were the one holding back, if anything, my dude. It's... Sorry. I said something weird. Anyway, I need to get back to the shop. Thanks for the fight. He's a nice dad friend character. He's nice. I'm not holding back, Osetsu-san. I just don't want to be betrayed by Vanguard ever again. We got a phone ringing. Hello? I forgot about my transfer procedures! Well, she's a little there. He's on copium right now? Absolutely. You're down for Vanguard Friday streams? That might be good. I know there's going to be a week in September that I'm not going to be able to stream because I'm away at a conference. I'll be presenting and stuff, so I'm not going to be here, but you guys will know which week. I'll try to stream earlier on in the week before I go. But we could potentially make that a thing, Friday Night Vanguard. I think next week we're going to be doing Twitch, I think, sometime next week. I think we're going to be streaming the finale of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s next week on Twitch. That is the goal anyway. I have to figure out which days are going to work for that. Probably Monday, and then maybe we'll do like Thursday. We'll just have to see how that goes. I also don't want to conflict with Dylan's streaming schedule either. Alright, so we're going to fight again. Back with Yuki. Enough, Mika! It's you who needs to stop. I've told you many times. Tatsuki-san, please! It's you! My sister, if it's you, my sister will listen. But Rasen... What's going on? Sis! Ichidoji. Finally showing up. I heard from Mika. You're leaving Sogetsuka. What's that about? Masaru, that's... Tatsuki, stay out of this! I'm asking Ichidoji. It was no one else but you who brought us back as Sogetsuka. You're the leader and things are just getting started, but why? Fine. If you don't want to say, just fight me. If I win, fine. I'll do as you say. Wait, Yuki. It's okay. I don't plan on losing. Let's go, Yuki. You should OT sack him. Stop holding back. Yeah, I should sack him. We got OT a lot last stream, so let's hope we can get some Draveda plays here. All right, we're going first. All right. So we have we have the key pieces in hand. This is excellent. This is good. I think I'm gonna put the order back just so we can search it out later, potentially. Yuki is very cool. I love Yuki. No one voted for me to play Graham Grace though. It's a little sad, but it's okay. We're gonna discard the trigger here. It's fine. So we're playing Masaru again. Hopefully, Scooby, Yuki is a she. That is the girl we're playing as, not a he. Alright, so we got Falcate Performer coming in. Okay, we're gonna take this. We're gonna be fine. Let's get defensive here. Oh my gosh! Chat! He played a trigger! We actually have a real opponent! They actually can get triggers now. We can actually have a real opponent. Yay! Real opponent. Woo, real opponent. Now let's get a heal trigger and then, like, just be good. Or not. Okay, but... yeah, we have a real opponent. Okay, now we can actually, And I have nothing to guard here. Okay, let's not lose to Masaru, please, on the grade 1 rush. Well, there's our OT. There it is. All right, a little... we would have drawn it otherwise, so it's fine. We got... it's basically a heal. We're gonna discard our order here. I think we're gonna save the counterblast here. Yeah, hashtag real. Well, actually, we need a PG, so we're gonna... this is worth it to get a PG right now. We need a PG. Let's get PG. We might need it. Yeah, we have a real opponent, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna try to rush a little bit, chat, here. We're gonna rush. We're gonna play Burning Horn. We got the Persona. Excellent. And we're gonna play the Axe a little bit here. Alright. We're gonna leave it like this. Oh, look at that. Heal trigger. Let's go. Let's put the Overlord into drop. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. That's perfect for us. So we can keep the Wonder Hand, discard it. Excellent. See, all according to plan, chat. All according to plan. Yeah, it's just a normal thing to say in the card game world. It's kind of just a normal thing we say, right? It's just normal. Alright, we have PG going down. Nice. Excellent. We love seeing PGs. Yes, we love heals. Alright, we got a guard. Wow, we actually have defense. Yes, we have an actual... I think we're on normal difficulty now from easy. But we're still fine. We're still good. We're fine. Monster is one of the easiest NPCs in the game. So we're fine. Plus, Barrow Magnus. This isn't the new Barrow Magnus. Alright, we're just attacking in. Let's see here. We're gonna get in a Solemn next turn, as you guys remember. So I'm just gonna no-guard this. We need the CB anyway. Let's hope we don't get a crit. Alright, another PG. We know he has PG in hand. Good for us to know. And his little Falcate can't hit anything. So we're good to go. Alright, here comes Mr. Overlord. Let's go, Overlord. Let's go, Mr. Overlord. Yeah, the Dragonic... in terms of the current timeline of Planet Cray, Dragonic Overlord the Elderly is currently on Cray. Currently. Alright, so we're gonna call over here. And we're gonna play the order. We're gonna discard you. Well, it's a 10k shield. We don't need Burning Horn right now. We're fine. We could also touch Sanctitude, but we're going to play it from drop. Alright, we're going to get that restand here. We're going to activate Nahalim's skill to get our front row boost. I really wish they made Dragonic Overlord the Elderly an actual card. We have the art for it, like, but we just, like, don't have any, like, we just don't have anything with it. Alright, attacking for 18. Our Burning Horn's gonna get some power. No guard. You made a mistake, no guarding Overlord, Masaru. Here we go, now we're gonna crit sack you. Let's get another crit. Let's go. Crit, 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 crit. Crit, 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 crit. Heal! You know what? We heal. Nice. Alright, I will also give the power to Overlord. Let's go. We are just sacking all the triggers, guys. That's because what we do is Kai. Yeah, he is, yes. Guarding his eternal rival sword. Pretty honestly though, Kai would do the same thing for IG, so I think that's really sweet. Oh, he's healing. Oh, he got double defensive here. He needs it, though. So our other attacks aren't really going to get through here. But we get the front row boost. I believe. Because of Draco Resonance. We're going to call this behind. We know he has PG in hand, so... But still. Get cards out of his hand. Our entire front row is going to get some 5k. Alright, boost in. He's gonna have to PG here unless he actually takes this. Burning Horror is gonna get some more power. PG, yeah, that's the smart move here. We're at 1 damage. We're doing good. Alright. We have a 10... We'll have a 10k shield next turn. Alright, so we can get rid of the Falcate. Barrow Magnus won't let them build up that soul, plus there's some booster, good to have. Alright, let's go in for 38 here. Alright, waste a trigger on that. Sure, that's fine. Cray card lore is insane. Yes, yes it is. It's really cool. I kind of wish we had like a lore, like an equivalent to the Chronicles, honestly, for Cray lore. Cray lore is like 10 times more interesting than Yu-Gi-Oh lore in my opinion. I think Cray lore is fascinating. And what's really cool about it is that it often mirrors the characters in the show. And they like reveal it alongside when the characters do stuff. I think it's really, really awesome. All right. Coming in for 18. Yes, again, the elderly card, even like just as a collector's card, I'd have it. Look at chat. We are sacking triggers today. Oh my gosh, we got defensive. I kind of feel bad. Now we're kind of bullying him, but at least he can guard now. He's at 3 though. He has 1 card in hand. Barrow has 10 in soul. So he's gonna get the +1 crit. So this would make us go up to 38. Yeah, I'm gonna overguard here. So it's 2 to pass. He only gets 2 drive checks, so it's 2 to pass. Alright, he's not gonna do that. Yeah. Nirvana's just gender. We love Nirvana. Alright, here's the question, chat. Do we think we're gonna get a new Nirvana with Yu? We're getting new Verena, but are we gonna get a new Nirvana grade 3? Yeah, Nirvana's basically Cray Jesus, yeah. Alright, we're gonna guard this. Not that we need to, but it's nice to have. Alright, he has 4 cards in hand. We have Persona Ride, chat. We're gonna get the stuff in soul. We're gonna be odd. We're gonna be cooking. Alright, let's Persona Ride. Let's go. Alright, we get to draw 1. Nice. And we got our discard fodder. We're gonna play 7 energy to draw a card. Alright, we drew our little plant guy. We're gonna retire. So we can get... We don't have the order, but that's okay. To put our Overlord into soul here. And then we're gonna activate Nahalim's ability. Soul Blast out the bar. Let's get our 5k to itself. And Overlord. Alright, we're gonna try to go for the kill here. We could also play the plant token. We only have 1 CB though, so we can't actually. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, Overlord. Let's go. Let's go, Overlord. Ooh, Verena grade 3? That would be neat. Like, cross overdress like the Vanguard? That would be cool. Like, dress... But I guess that would be similar to, like, Unison dress as a Vanguard thing. Same thing with, like, Youthberk, right? With the Revol dress. Alright, we're gonna discard... S2. There we go. Restand! I'm gonna actually call behind here, because I want our side numbers to be a little bit better. Alright, we got PG coming in hot. That's what I thought. Alright, we have Persona Ride again for next turn. We should be able to win next turn if we don't win here. Or we got a draw trigger. Nice. Our hand is huge. Our hand is huge, chat. So this column is 38. This column is also 38. So it really doesn't matter. We'll give it to Nahalem because why not? He's our GOAT. Let's go to Nahalem. He has 2 cards in hand. So potentially we could win here. Let's go with our bigger column first. Alright, he's no guarding this. Alright, he has no defensive. Can Burning Horn secure the win? Let's go Burning Horn. If he has 2 triggers in hand, he could do it. Yes, he does! Okay, so we can do final turn next turn and get some extra points. And of course, at the end of stream, we'll be doing a pack opening as well. So, probably around 6:30, we'll do the pack opening. So I can make sure, because I'm going to end around 6:50. Okay, he's just going to attack. He's not going to increase his soul at all. Do these guys get anything if you hit? No. Yeah, he just doesn't really have anything. I kind of feel bad for him. Not really. We need damage. We're at 2. We're fine. We need to get hit. We need at least 1 CB. Alright, another... Also, finally, Yu fits overdress because he can make dresses in Paris. Yes, he can! I think that's so cool. And they actually explain that in the Yu story, which we will play. Eventually, we'll play the Yu story. Once we get through everything else. Yuki's story is the longest. Akina and Yu will probably take us like 2 streams, most likely. Alright, thank you, Dragon Card. Hope you have a good night. Alright, we're gonna... I don't think it's crit. We're gonna PG this, yeah. We can discard the Overlord here. He has a grade 2. And we could just guard for trigger. We're all good. We could take the hit, honestly, but no. Alright, final turn, bros. Let's go. Let's go, final turn. Let's go, final turn. Let's go, final turn. Let's go, final turn. Oh, she has a special one just for him. Let's play the final turn music. Alright, so Nahalem's skill is going to activate. Yeah, I think we just cook him here. Yeah, I think we just cook him here. We're just gonna cook him here. Alright. Let's go. We have more than enough to discard, so we're fine. Oh, look at him using his entire hand. Yeah, we need 1 trigger. And there it is, chat. There it is. There it is. Let's go, crit. Can we get another crit just to ultra sack him? That would be funny. Can we get another crit? No, boo. But it's okay. We still won. Let's go. He was screwed either way. He was just screwed. All right, chat. Masaru is down. Our first real opponent, and we sacked him very hard with triggers. Let's go. We got 3,000 VP from that fight, so pretty good. I won. Ugh, I lost. I lost Ichidoji. I knew I couldn't beat you. Masaru? But I really wanted to win this fight. I wanted to win, Masaru. I knew you were struggling. I just pretended not to see it. But I really loved the current Sogetsuka, and I didn't really know what to do. So they're all probably thinking the same thing, most likely. Aww. They all really care. They're a big family. It's cute. The reason I was able to think about moving forward was because you made me realize so. Ichidoji. You know, I want to see the scenery my mom saw. What do you mean? My mom was a Vanguard fighter. You should say our mom. Huh? They're all like, seriously? Wait, sis, she never mentioned that to us. That's why I want to know what she saw. What she found beyond strength. I want to see it too. I want to reach it. I see. So that's why you're leaving Sogetsuka. Ichidoji, I don't know. I'm sorry, forgive me, I didn't know. Masaru. It's okay, lift your head up. A leader shouldn't look down like that, right? Yeah, that's right, because the leader should always... Wait, what? I've decided already. I want Masaru to be the next leader of Sogetsuka. But wait a minute, Ichidoji. Leader? Yes, leader. But seriously, anyone would agree with that. Someone else is more suited to be the leader than me, even in terms of skill. Your love for Sogetsuka is second to none among us. That's why I want to entrust it to you. But what about everybody else? Yes, please, Masaru-san. I agree. So they're all cheering on. Me too, no objections. I don't mind either. Everyone. All right, shut up and just follow me. I, Masaru, will lead you to the heights of Vanguard. Ouch! What's wrong, Mika? Greetings to all Vanguard fighters nationwide. Kan-san? Ooh, we got some... Today, I am announcing that our Berserk will be hosting V-Nation. V-Nation? V-Nation is a massive tournament series that includes regional, national, and world championships. The goals are to discover talented fighters and to promote Vanguard more. We got a tournament arc coming up. Amazing! So this is what Kanji-san was planning. To participate in regional tournaments, you're required to belong to a club or a circle. In other words, a team. That's all. I look forward to your participation. So it's a 5-person team competition. It seems like it'll be an individual competition from the national level. Sounds interesting. What will we do? We're all from Tokugatsu High School after all. Of course we'll enter Sogetsuka. Yes, and that way Gosetsugon can join too. Me? Yeah, you get to join in this time. That's right, since Ichidoji will be our rival this time, so we'll definitely need you, Gosetsu-san. A serious fight with Yuki. Not bad. Alright, our debut match as the new team is practically ours. Those two are on the same team with Mika. They'll probably enter as Izumi High School team. Kaoru and Haru? No problem. We'll easily beat them. Damn, you're kind of rude to your former teammates, Mika. How about you, Rasen? Are you going to participate in your school club or... Huh? Yeah, I mentioned the dead format. What's wrong, Yuki? No way. Actually, it's exactly that way. My school doesn't, have one. Where have we seen this before, Chad? Have you seen the original Vanguard? This is very similar to what Aichi had to go through in, like Joker. A Vanguard club. What? There we go. Alright, so now we get to fight Rawson. So I'm gonna get a sip of water real quick. Yeah, V format. V format was something else. V format was something else, you know? Kaya was something else. Alright. So Yuki's in her school uniform now. If I was going to come to this, I shouldn't have left Sogetsuka. Come on. What do you say now, sis? I'll help too. I'm sorry, Rawson, for getting you involved. Getting me involved? No, I made this decision myself. I promised to fight Doshi-san in the finals, so I want to do my best. But is creating a club really that difficult? If we're going to gather both the junior high school where I am and the high school where you are, it should be quick. Besides, you're the student council president. If it goes well, sure, but we need to enter council's agreement for approval. And I'm sure the vice president will definitely oppose it. The vice president? Ooh, new character coming in. Rejected. Isn't it obvious? Kaisato Kudo, of course. Kaisato Kudo. I love his design, by the way. I love the vice president of the student council at Omni Academy, a diligent and hard-working perpetual runner-up. Despite constant efforts, he is always easily outdone by Yuki, leading him to develop a bit of a complex. Sis, just like it, he always snaps at me. Listen, I don't want to approve any more non-sports clubs. Even if we had a track record, but it's just a card game, right? Just a card game, you don't know what kind of people you're insulting. Yes, Alfredo guy. Jeez, I thought it was urgent, but I'll excuse myself. Wait! Please! We need the club no matter what! Or else... V-Nation, huh? I figured. I happened to hear about it from a stream. But it's simply mere play. Give up on trying to form the club. Never! Besides, Vanguard isn't just some game. Vanguard lets you become who you want to be. It lets you unlock a new side to yourself. That's just... Rawson, fight me right now. Me? But why would it come to this? Vanguard isn't just a game. I want to show what Vanguard really is. If it's with you who taught me that, I can do it. That is rejected. Hey, Ichidoji brother, take your sister and... Got it, sis! What? I'm going all out! Alright, let's go. Sibling fight. Yeah, he must love the original stuff. Onegaishimasu. Onegaishimasu. Rawson's also pretty easy, so I don't suspect this will be too hard. Alright. I get to go first. We really want to find our pieces. Alright. Dravita in hand isn't the best. We can't sack OT this fight. That's fine. We're going to discard a trigger here. Hopefully we can draw into Overlord, get it off the skill. Hello, Aunt Jay. Welcome, welcome. Kuga is like the DM purist. Exactly, literally. He's just the DM purist, absolutely. I think it's interesting they made a character, though, based off of that, you know? I think it's really cool, because Vanguard hasn't really had a character like that before. So, oh, he is rushing us. Holy crap, he is rushing. Let's hope we get a defensive here, because our hand is... We need to keep everything in hand. Let's get a defensive here. That would be great. What did I say, chat? What did I say? The Vanguard trigger. And we got Overlord off the top again. Oh my gosh, chat. We are cooking today with this. We are cooking. We are going to take this, though. So we can go to 2. Alright. We are just getting so lucky with triggers today. Oh no, the end. No, the end. No. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Oh, we got another the end. We're good. Overdress was the perfect chance to show that, I agree, but I'm happy at least it's something in this game that they have. All right, we're going to CB1 here. I don't know what we're going to search. We're going to search something. I think we're going to search out a second one just to have. And because he rushed us, we're going to have to kind of rush back here a little bit. Let's go Burning Horn. Let's see if we can find... well, there's only 2 more Overlords left in deck. We can also use one for discard, so it's not usually a terrible thing just to thin our deck. As remember, deck thin to deck win. Let's go with Nahalem here. Swing! Alright, we have another Burning Horn. Alright, we're just going to try to swing face as much as possible here. His deck doesn't usually use much counterblast, so he doesn't really care. But swinging him early gives us more into potential crit pressure, so... Alright, he gets a draw, because I remember he plays draws. He's playing, like, non-trigger draws here, so... We still really don't have many guard cards, but it's okay. Grade 2 Rorwa gets to retire rear and call 2 tokens. I don't know why he retired one of his units there, but okay. Sure, we'll take this. And of course he crit sacks us. Let's get a defensive here. That would be great. I'd love a defensive. That'd be great. Or a heal. That would be great. Oh, Drago Resonance goes down. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, but it's okay. We're playing a little risky here. We have to play OT here. It's really early. But, like, Rorwa can't make giant numbers, so it's fine. But we can't go to 5 yet. We're in heal range, which is nice for next turn. Another Burning Horn. We were just getting all the Burning Horns, my friends. We're gonna activate our act ability here. Oh, that's for Nahalem. Yeah. Give our Vanguard some nice power here. We really need triggers and shield. We haven't really gotten any, if you've looked, so we should be able to sack some stuff for this turn. We should be, if we look at our hand. Kaguya is the guy to post OG era nostalgia, but not talk about the bad parts he always had. Yeah, exactly. Did you guys, like, see that, like, everyone's trying to say the 5Ds and GX were always beloved? No, they weren't. Y'all, they were not. Like, people are, like, crazy. It's absolutely insane. Like, what is happening? All right. We're going to play Drago Resonance here because we can play it. There's no grade restriction. So we can do that. All right, let's go in. Let's swing. Got our 5K. There we go. Crit on our Overlord. Excellent. We're going to push him to 5. Let's go. So if he has PGs, we're basically going to force him to use it. Oh, another crit. Let's go. We can potentially sack him here if he doesn't heal. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, or OT. Don't heal, or OT. Don't heal, or OT. Come on, come on, come on. Crit's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. He still dies. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And we win! Woo! We win! Yay, we won. Let's go. Yeah, so you saw. It's crazy. Sis, you're still so strong. This is... Do you understand now? What? The Vanguard isn't just a card game. Gah. But what does it matter? You still need 5 members in total. You only have 2. Then you'll have no complaints if we gather the members, right? That's impossible. We can do it. No, we will do it. Yeah. Yes, you did see that, and that's you trying. Yeah, throw it on. Exactly, exactly. I think my friend Maiden Days, who was on stream, on Tuesday, also pointed that out. It's absolutely crazy. All right, so we're gonna be fighting some lyrical monasterio coming up here. Rawson said he'd do his best, so I can't afford to lose either. That is... It's Yui. Yui? Yuki. Yui Ichibashi, a second year at Omni Academy High School and Yuki's classmate. She is the type to get completely absorbed in fun activities. Good friends of Kana, and they often enjoy Vanguard together. Zexal started being loved a few years, and Zexal 1 was always good. Yes, Zexal 1, Aunt J absolutely was always good. I am one of the few people who prefer Zexal 1 to Zexal 2. Zexal 2 is still good. I just think I like Zexal 1 a little bit more, for some reason. I think it's because Kaito is more focused, and I like Kaito. You look down. What's wrong? Well, I was thinking about what I could get passionate about. Ever since Team Draco Moon disbanded, I've been feeling off. Why? You have Kana, don't you? You both always look like you're having so much fun fighting, so if it's of Kana. I think so too, but you know, unlike me, Kana is really focused on basketball. I know she's working hard, which makes it hard to invite her. And one day I found myself drifted away from Vanguard. So I felt like I have nothing to devote myself to. I heard you're doing your best too, Yuki. Me? Tatsuki told me that you're going to participate for Nivi Nation. Haha, I hope so, but we need to establish a club first. It's something I have to figure out now. Once you set your mind on something, you always go straight for it. You can make it happen. Thanks for listening, Yuki. I should head home. I have to watch the shop. Yuki? Hey, why don't we have a fight right now, Yui? Huh? There's something I want to convey to you through this. Fighting with you, Yuki? Sounds fun. And if it's just once. Thank you. Here I come, Yui. Yui's the kind of character I usually play in my videos, so it's fun to get to voice high-pitched anime girls. So Yui is another user, Lyrical Monasterio. She plays, aw, Hikari, thank you for stopping by for a second. Welcome, welcome. We're using your boy Kai's deck, and we're absolutely crushing it. We are sacking triggers. It's been a good stream. If you come back, check out the VOD later. Have a good night, Hikari. See you tomorrow. By the way, I can say this, I guess. Hikari's hosting Galaxy Rush tomorrow, which is a free Rush Duel tournament if you join her server, and I will be co-commentating it. Woo! I will be co-commentating Galaxy Rush tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hikari's going to be streaming it. So, if you guys are interested in watching some Rush Duel gameplay with the newer box, please go check it out. Woo! All right, let's get back to the game. And good night. And good night, Hikari. All right, we're going second. All right. So, we have our pieces. I'm going to put back the Persona right for now because we need the way to search it. Yes, we have. All right, we're good. His hand's good. All right, so she is playing Laurinal, and Laurinal is a deck all about song orders. So she's all going to be setting up her order zone. And thank you, Scooby. Thank you. All right, we're going second here, which is going to allow us to put the... All right, we're going to discard the OG Overlord here. Which is fine. We want to get him out of our hand. Right fodder is perfectly fine. All right, Undimmer gets to draw a card. All right, we have our plant token, guys, so we can rush next turn. Excellent. All right, we got PG as well. Nice. But yeah, me and Hikari have talked about doing Galaxy Rush for quite a while. All right, she whiffs a heal. Good. So, and now we have it. So I'm very excited to do that with her. The cat girl gives you trauma too. Why is that, Aunt J? Why does Lorisol give you a trauma? I'd love to, if you're comfortable sharing. I'm curious why. Did she like sack you to death in the first game? I don't remember Yui in the first game being that hard. We'll take the hit here. Yeah, I think Mika was the one. I don't remember Yui or Kana being too different. Oh, I love the animation. So cute. All right, our order searcher goes down, which is not the best. So we have 8K here. We'll take it. It's fine. Draw. All right, what do we draw? Another draw trigger. That's fine. 10K shield is never a bad thing to have, in my opinion. All right, we're gonna discard the OG Overlord here. Right in a Hallam. I think we're gonna activate search here to search for our order searcher. We really want that for next turn. So we want that for next turn. We're gonna call our plant token little guys, get some free rears. People always talk about Yuma loses 11 times whole series to say why Yuma's bad, but that's literally the point of Yuma. He says Katobing is about to challenge him up. Yeah, exactly. That's his entire character. It's like people getting mad at Yuya, right, for like wanting to like entertain people. That's his whole character. That's not changed. It's the fact that Yuya is trying to make the most out of a war situation, out of a terrible situation. And I think his duel of Dennis really showcases that part of his character really well. That's why I love that duel a lot. Yeah, a lot of them are off screen. You guys are right, yeah. We got a defensive here. Which means none of our attacks are going to hit. Which is not good. So our rush isn't going to work, but we at least clear the rear at the very least. We can at least clear the rear. And she's got 3 song orders in the order zone. I don't know if she has the dress up in this version of the deck. At this difficulty level, probably not. So she can activate and sing, and she can basically has guard restrict. Is what her whole gimmick is. Yeah, that's what I loved about Udius. Udius was like so appealing. Because he was like, well, Udius was appealing for many reasons, right? Like, Udius was super appealing for a lot of people, including myself. I love Udius. I think he's great. All right, it's a 2 to pass here. Heal does go off. That's kind of big for Yui with the heal here. Heal's kind of huge. And we'll take this one and go to 3. Or actually, let me see, our rear guard situation, we're gonna get a Burning Horn. No, we'll take this, we're fine. Well, luckily we have our OG Overlords in drop, so we're fine. We're gonna have to discard the Burning Horn here. We get to call out Nahalam here. We're going to Energy Blast 7 to draw 1. We're going to call behind you. We need to keep the PGs in hand. We're going to have to discard it this way. It feels bad, but it's fine. We want Draco Resonance this turn. What did I think of Roa? If you guys have been following me on Twitter, which I know that words I can word today. That Kaio has. Roa is a character that I have mixed feelings about. I like his premise. I think he has a great design. But Roa more like frustrates me is that I think his redemption was off screen, and that really bothered me. We can play from drop. Why can we not chat? We literally played the order. Why can't we play it from drop? Hold on. Like, why can't we... There we go. I was like, why can't we play from drop? I was like, what are we doing? Okay. This is good. All right. Let's go. Oh, I didn't play. Wait, did I play in Harlem skill? Yes, I did. Okay. Let's crit sacker. Look, come on, Kai. Let's go crit, crit, crit. There we go. Crit sacking. He's not really a rival. He's kind of... His purpose in the story seems to more like be he gives tough love to people. Like he did with... I haven't finished 7's yet. I'm on the final... I'm about to start the final arc when we stream that, but... Like, him, like, with Yuga in the second arc in Asana, right? Like, that's kind of been, like, his purpose, but... I like his... I love his insert song. I think his insert song is absolutely based. It's so cool. Alright. So we can call behind here. And our front row is going to get some nice power. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of screen time, and, like, he gets redeemed off screen. Like, he's suddenly a better person after arc 2. And it's just kind of jarring a little bit. Alright, Union of the Sky. Nice. He is, yeah. That's a good way to put it. Nail, yeah. I think Nail is super cool. I love Nail. I love Asana. I think she's absolutely amazing. Asana is, like, one of my favorites. For sure. But Nail is also really cool. Alright, she's putting up some fight. She has 2 cards left in hand, which is really good for us. But now she can start using Guard Restrict, which is what's going to be really, really scary. But we have a huge hand. We have 7 cards. We have to save the triggers. Alright, we have Burning Horn, so I'm gonna intercept with our little plant guy here. Because she's not gonna let us guard with Sentinel. You see that critical, chat? You see that? But she only has 13,000 power, which isn't a lot. And I don't want her getting through. So, we're just gonna do double... I know it might seem like we're being a little overly cautious here, but I don't want that getting through a 3 crit. Absolutely not. So she has OT or pass. And it's just OT. Which she does not get, and she gets no triggers. And I don't mind if her rear hits. That's fine. We're gonna Persona Ride next turn. She has 5 cards in hand. I think we got this. Draco Resonance would have been so good, but that's okay. I'm gonna do final turn here in case we make it. 7's Road's design. I think 7's Road Magician is really interesting. I didn't like it when it was first revealed. Of course, we top decked Draveda. Really? 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 Come on. It's fine. It's fine. I guess. Alright. Play the Burning Horn. We're gonna CB here because we want to thin our deck. And we get the CB back. So it really doesn't matter. This guy gets a 13k attack, so we're gonna do that. 13k booster is nice. Get some nice columns. My complaint about Ro is not even him. Royal Rebels should get any other summoning gimmick support. Now I'll take a maximum ritual. Just give me one. Yeah, they don't have a fusion, do they? Do they have a fusion or something? I don't think they do. All right, the end's coming in with 41. We're gonna have a nice 43k column on the left. No fusion? Alright, we're gonna give everything to Overlord. We know that she has, like, basic units in her hand from her drive checks, so we can kill her after this. No fusion? Damn, Royal Rebel just needs some love. Does Konami just not like Royal Rebels? Bro. I didn't even know it was that bad. This pure tribute summon. It's kind of sad. We have a large hand. I'm going to call it over here in case that Yui gets lucky here. I don't think she has PG, so I think we're fine. We still have 43. We're good. Yeah, I can see that. I think they're a really cool idea for a deck. Oh, we got another crit. Let's go, let's go. All right, crit. This is going to be... Doesn't really matter, I think. Unless she gets, like, a OT or heal, then we're fine. Draw trigger as well. Nice. Get the draw. Alright, we're good. Yui is done. She got a crit, but that's okay. We still got it. We won! Yay! Let's go. That was fun! I lost, but thank you. No, thank you. It was a great fight. Fighting with you cleared away all my worries. It reminded me of the times I fought as Team Draco Moon. It made me realize that's who I am. Vanguard really is the best. Yui, you were smiling during the fight. What? Really? I didn't notice at all. I was completely absorbed. Thank you. You're right. Okay, I've decided. If you're fine, let's start a Vanguard club together. What? Because of you are passionate about Vanguard like that, I want to do this together. Yuki, what do you say? If you're okay with me, I'd love to. Aw, so sweet. Hello, Jeff. Jail Arts. Hello, Jeff. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we're getting to, hello, welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to be fighting this guy over here coming in hot. I'm one of the other original characters of the game. We've been sacking triggers, but Jeff plays Vanguard with me pretty frequently, and Jeff knows that my trigger luck is absolutely insane. We've triggered, like, we haven't gotten a triple trigger today, but we've gotten double triggers, though. We've done some crit sacking today. Oh, I forgot to start reading. Oops. Sis! How's it going on your end? I have someone in mind. How about you, sis? Any second now. Hey there! Yui-san? Hello, Rasen. You look different from before. More grown up. Huh? Yui has agreed to help us start the club. Nice to meet you, Rasen. She did? Nice to meet you, too. No way. Hello, the Mitsuko man. Tyler DeBoer is in chat. Hello, Tyler. Aki managed to find the first Sevens OST in the dealer's hall and had to buy... Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that, Tyler, for you. Awesome. Hope you're having fun at the con. I saw your cosplay. Looking sharp. You mean Kumi, Jeff. But yes, I do sack triggers like Kumi. Apparently. That's what happens. Yes. Yes. I can't believe it. Is this your first fight for a while? Well, I did play a little, but I haven't been able to play much because of my lessons. Hey, I have a question. Who taught you Vanguard? Gaku? I'm surprised. Rawson, do you know him? He's in the same middle school as me, grade below. We got to know each other through Vanguard. I'm Gaku Nijo. Gaku Nijo, a Shion of a prestigious family attending Omi Academy Middle School. Due to a strict family environment, he is a quiet boy. Playing Vanguard in between lessons serves as a source of comfort and relaxation to him. Paco Waco Taco, welcome! Oh my gosh, Paco Waco Taco, top 4 Worlds for Rush. I was rooting for you, Paco, on stream earlier today with Hikari. I'm so sad about your joint tech game, but you played so well. I'm very, very proud. So thank you for representing us. But yes, Vanguard Bros, yes, Paco Waco Taco, welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. I'm Yui Ichibashi from the high school. Thanks for being friends of Rasen. I'm Yuki Ichidoji, also from the same high school as Yui. Ichidoji? Could you be the sister Rasen-san was talking about? Sorry. He always talks about you. He says he can't win against you, but respects you. Stop, Gaku! Sorry. With Gaku, that's 3 members. Huh? To think I can meet such a talented fighter. Ugh, I wish someone said that about me too. You're great as you are, Yui. Gaku, right? Yes. If you're fine, would you fight me? Huh? I'm interested in seeing how you play Vanguard. If you're fine with me. Thank you. Here I come. Alright, we're not skipping fight. But yes, let's go. So, Gaku plays our first type of a deck we haven't seen in the playthrough yet. I had a match where my opponent was always getting triggers while I didn't get triggers when I need it. Yeah, it always happens. So you can see in the top right corner, you can see he has a G zone. So Gaku plays a stride deck. So if you've seen Vanguard G, he plays a stride deck, and we'll see what that is in a second. All right, looking at our hand here, chat. We're gonna discard this. We really need Overlord here, which we found him as always. He is playing he's playing Luard. So Luard was used by Kazuma in the G anime and is all about getting grade 1s in the graveyard to fulfill certain requirements for a keyword called ritual. So yes, we have a stride deck. I have actually never played a stride deck in standard. I just haven't in real life or in this game, so I'll probably put that on the list. I think for next stream we're gonna be playing with a Dark States deck, so Dark States, so I'll probably put Chrono Jet on there, which it may win, we'll see. Alright, so he's gonna play up the Drag Wizard. Joint Tech lost the faithful 5th deck of Rain 3-0. It was not in the cards, unfortunately, but rooting for my friend Kyuroji. Love stride decks, by the way. Luar goated. I love that you're still so supportive, Paco Waco Taco. I know you didn't get to do anything Game 5. The Light Galaxy player just had everything they needed, and I'm really sad. But I'm glad you got to go to Worlds and you're enjoying yourself. Regardless, I'd love to know about the experience, Paco Waco Taco. Hikari want to interview you. We want to preserve Yu-Gi-Oh history and talk about Worlds and the experience you had. So if you're interested in that, you can hit us up in the Discord. But we talked about that on stream, having potentially get some insight from you. We're gonna no guard here. Luard is pretty goated. I think Luard's a great design. I'm surprised no one used stride deck in the D anime. Well, all the stride decks are encounter decks, and none of the characters in the anime have had encounter decks. We are getting rushed here, chat. We're just gonna have to hope for defensive here. We can maybe guard the 3rd attack. So stride is something that comes into play when both of us are on grade 3. Because we're going first, he'll be able to stride once after our grade 3 turn. We're gonna have to guard here. It feels bad, but we can't go to 3 yet. It's too early. Yeah, rushing is normal for when you're playing Luard because you play a lot of grade 1s. We can rush a little bit here. Do we want to play Nahalem? Yes, we just want the extra card right now. We really need for the bar. We're gonna want this for ride cost. We're gonna call here so we can rush a little bit of him back. We're gonna discard this. We're gonna discard you. Because that'll help us for next turn, so we can just get add our Drago Resonance for next turn, play it and drop. So it gets continuous, so we can just play it whenever. We're gonna call here, and we're just gonna go and start swinging. Alright, we got a PG. Nice. Alright, we got trigger guarding here. We don't have really the best hand right now, which is not the best. So we can see, because we really don't have much. Alright, we're gonna no guard this and hope he just doesn't get a trigger here. It's going to 4 would be awful. Alright, that's fine. He's playing some of the ride deck. Yeah, this is not the opt-up version of Luard. Alright, Draco Resonance goes down. That's fine. He can't hit our other cards, so we're good. Okay, I have a lot of insight about the Rush players and some of the speed as well. I was with a group of friends there. I do have a Twitter and Gunna was in there, but an interview might be fun. Awesome, Paco Aquataco. I'll tell Hikari that tomorrow. If you're gonna compete in there's Galaxy Rush tomorrow, and I'll be co-commentating that. So, but we would love to get some information. I think it's really cool. And again, congratulations on making top 4. That's super awesome. All right, we're gonna call Nahalem here. But I'm happy you're having a good time at Worlds. Alright, we're gonna do this so we get that trigger back. Oh, can we not do it? Let me just go into... So that's only the turn you search it. Okay. So we misplayed on that one, chat, but that's okay. We're fine. We'll be okay. Hopefully. So we wasted that search. We should have waited. That's okay. Can the recent Utopia cog Zuxa rewatch talking, but Yuma Astro are now my boys. And I love how there's Yuma X Kaito on my feed. That's awesome. Zexal is a show that's really interesting where, from like an objective perspective, I think it's really strong, but I think it's because I don't resonate with all the characters as much as other people, compared to some of the other shows, but Zexal is really good. I don't really think there's a bad Yu-Gi-Oh! Even the ones that are in like my bottom area, which we'll be doing a ranking on stream at some point, when we watch Dylan's ranking after I finish 7s, but I think it's just like ones that just aren't my preference. Alright, we're gonna come in hot here. We need to sack some triggers. And there we go! We sack some triggers. Let's go! Sacking that crit. Alright, so we're gonna send them to 3. Potentially 4 if we get another crit here. Alright, we got another P. We have so many PGs. Alright. Alright, he got a defensive, which is not good for us. So I think I'm gonna put... Well, no, I'm gonna put Nabi behind Van. I remember you cheering when Yusaku cried. Back in the day, yeah. No such thing as a bad Yu, just one you vibe with, don't. Exactly, Jeff, exactly. Yusaku cried. Yeah, I think I did back in the day. Back in the day, I was not a fan of Yusaku at all. He just wasn't for me. I think now that I'm like more, my tastes have changed. I think I'm gonna like Yusaku a lot more. I plan to rewatch for if you're shooting Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, on stream the other day, I think I just like seeing emotion out of him because then it really shows how powerful his bond with I was when he cried for I. Very powerful stuff. So this is gonna, so our none of our stuff is gonna hit anyway. I think we really want to guarantee trying to get our Vanguard hit, or at least get him to use a PG here. Alright, PG coming in hot. He's playing well. I think we have an increase in difficulty here, but also Luard's like one of the best decks in the format when this came out, so we can clear the rears, which for Luard isn't the worst. It kind of helps them a little bit, but we literally can't do anything else. So not the best Overlord turn, and we don't have Persona for next turn. And I messed up. No! No, I misclicked chat! I didn't mean to do that! 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 No, 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 no! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're okay. We're calm, we're calm, we're calm, we're okay. We're calm, we're calm, we're fine, we're fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, chat, it's fine. Oh, he's not striding! I guess he just doesn't have the cost. Well, that helps quite a bit that he's just not striding. So that's gonna go up to 28. And then... So that'll go up to 30... Yeah, he's gonna need 2 to pass here. I felt lockdown when the end of season 1 when it looked like Yusaka was ready to move on. Yeah. Right? Like, I really wish he did. I understand it's hard to move on from trauma, but like I would have liked for like him to open up a little bit more. I think introducing Takeru for him was in the right direction. But I think there could have been better execution maybe perhaps. Let's see if we get Persona here. Persona? No. But that's fine. We're gonna have to discard 2 here. Unfortunate. Yes. We don't have anything to ride. What do you mean? Alright, so we're gonna retire here so we can get Overlord and Soul. We're gonna get at least some pluses here. Alright, we got Overlord and Soul here. We're gonna have to play this little dude. Alright, so we can at least have a decent column here. There's no bad Yu-Gi-Oh, just bad parts. I like Frames for the story, but also hate how they done Aoi and Robapi. Robapi's death was so gruesome. It's one of the most, like, gruesome, sad scenes in any Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, if we had to say top-tier death scenes in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's up there. Zuijo's death is up there as well. So, all of that good stuff as well. Alright, let's go and hop. We're gonna restand. We don't know if we're gonna get the discard here, so we're just gonna go for 23 here on the swing. And we got the crit. Absolutely awesome. Let's go. Get our crit. Get our power. If we get another crit here, we just win, which would be nice. And we got Union of the Sky, which is still useful for us, so it's okay. And he got a defensive. Oh, Bruno's death is my favorite, even more endearing. Yes, Bruno not coming back is like... Bruno made me cry. So Bruno's death absolutely was powerful. I agree. We're unfortunately gonna have to discard PG, which really sucks. We could play Union of the Sky from drop. No, we have to play it from hand. Alright, we're gonna have to discard it like this. We could play this on rear to put the PG back, but we need the attack more than anything. Because we need the attack. Because if we get a trigger, depending on what he has, which he has a big guard. Yeah, we're not going to get through this unless we get 2 triggers. Here's the thing though. We got another crit. So like, do we just double trigger here? Well, actually, no, we're not going to hit. Unless we have OT, we're not going to hit. So we have to make sure our rears can hit. Which is arguably more important right now. Yes. Alright, we're gonna give all of our power over here. Because I don't think he has a PG. He would have used it if he had one. Aoi Blue Angels entered history as the worst rated female character. I think Aoi is. I agree. I think the best written female in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so far. Obviously, I'm not done yet, but I've loved Asana. I think Asana's written beautifully. Alright, let's see if he can guard this. Which he can. Okay. That's fine. We have Union of the Sky. We have a PG. We have Sanctitude, which we get to go for free if he's on grade 4. So, which he is going to stride here using the effective ritual. Alright, so striding basically is kind of like an extra deck. He's going into drag... It's interesting. He's going into drag Heart Lord first. Mimi best girl, wanted to use it for world but had to beat. Yeah, Paco, I would have loved to see you use Mimi, but you brought joint tech, so Paco, you're great. Alright, alright, let's see here. Alright, so it attacks, you can switch your ability 1 to ritual, which is gonna be our grade 1s or grade 2s, and call it ritual skill in our front row. We're gonna PG this. We're gonna PG this. So we get to PG this for free. Alright. So we get to play that for free. So awesome, we have Sanctitude. Mess Girl Mimi. Mimi is very underrated. I think the fact we have, like, a single mom character in Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, I understand, like, Mimi, like, is a little creepy, right? That she's, like, looks like a 37-year-old. But it's a unique idea. And Ghost of Seven's, like, kind of Mimi thing. But I think she's a great character. I like how she's, like, a mom to everybody. It's nice to have a mom character in Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't really get those too often. Alright, we're gonna have to take a hit here. For the CB. Alright, Burning Horn going down. We'll guard here. We'll go to 4 in case we don't finish. He got really nothing in his triple drive, so we should be able to finish off here, especially if we somehow top deck a Persona ride. That would be great. Well, we got regular Overlord, which isn't going to give us Persona, so we're just going to say final turn, but we're not going to ride. We're going to end the phase. We're going to end without riding. Alright. So, what do we do here? So, we can Energy Blast to draw. I think we should do that. It's in the deck. Potentially get a better attacker here. Alright, we got a PG. Joint Tech is best deck. Paco, Wako, Taco. Absolutely. Joint Tech, best deck. Joint Tech, best deck. I love Joint Tech. I love your list, Paco, actually, what your Joint Tech list is. I'd be really curious as to what your list is as a fellow Joint Tech enjoyer. I do enjoy Joint Tech. We're gonna play the Overlord for numbers here. And we just want numbers, so we're gonna play PG. I know this seems dumb, but we just need numbers right now more than anything else. Because we just have to try and kill him here. Alright. Oh, it's on your Twitter, Paco Wako Taco? Okay. I will have to find your Twitter. I will find your Twitter. I'm sure I can find it. Heal's nice. We're not going to heal, but the power is still nice over here. Alright. What Vanguard or Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanguard ride was your favorite? For Vanguard, it's Aichi and Kai. 1000%. I think they're the best rivalry in any card game thing, period. I just think they're really good. So that's my take. And then, for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Udius and Zuijo. I think the reason why both of those, they're very similar. And I think part of it is just because another heal, which is nice. So we're gonna give power over here because Overlord's gonna hit for... It doesn't really matter because if he heals, we can still get over here. But it depends if he heals or not. Which he does not. GG's. Let's go. Let's go, Gaku. So, alright. Let's go. But yeah, so Udius, I like they have a personal relationship and their rivalry evolves beyond just not liking each other. Udius and Zuijo obviously have a past that's really interesting. So does Vanguard and Aichi. I think it's really interesting. Even if the characters that are there just for support, like Katori and Taya, make best girls to me. Yeah, I think Katori is super underrated. She is great in her role as a supportive. She's always there for Yuma. Taya as well. So I think, like, I don't need characters to duel to be cool in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters of all time is Mokuba. Mokuba doesn't really duel. I mean, he, like, plays Capsule Monsters, but he doesn't duel, right? Like, so, yeah, absolutely. You're so strong. It was a good fight. What's wrong, Gaku? No, I just feel, like, nostalgic. Nostalgic? What do you mean? This is your first fight with my sister, right? No, please, don't worry about it. Ooh, what does that mean, chat? Ooh. But somehow, I get it. Yuki's fight gives me a warm feeling. Anyway, thank you very much. Sis, it's okay. I understand. The people Rasen mentioned earlier is Gaku, right? Hey, Gaku? Will you join us in creating a Vanguard club? What do you mean? We're looking for members to participate in V-Nation. How about it? It'll be a fun club, I promise. I'm happy. Thanks for having me. Likewise. Thank you, Gaku! I felt like the number club was wasted and they were just there. Kinda, yeah, a little bit. Alright. Alright, chat, do we have enough time to do one more fight before we end stream? I think we do. I think this is gonna be our last fight. And then we'll try to end with a pack opening. And then we'll sign off for today. Thank you guys for coming. Alright, let's go into our last fight of the day. It's gonna be recruiting our team. So we're gonna end off this episode with the team recruited, hopefully. We still can't find the 5th member. I've tried inviting quite a few people, but no luck. How about you, Yuki? Same here. With just 4 people, we can't face Kisato. Perhaps he could budge for 1 member. No, never mind. Kisato is so stubborn. The Kisato you've been talking about, is it Kisato Kuga by any chance? Yes. Why? I've seen him a few times. Since Gaku goes to Omi Academy, even if it's the middle school. I mean, I've only seen him at card shops. What do you mean? He was making fun of card games, saying they were just a pastime. I'm sorry, I don't know much more than that. Guess we should meet him and find out for ourselves. What's up, Yuki? I think we found one. The 5th fighter. Yes, let's fight the boomer. The Numbers Club was better written in the Zexal manga because they were actual numbers. I agree, absolutely. The Zexal manga is based. We'll be talking about that in Appreciating Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe in November is what the schedule says for that, so. Ichidoji? As promised, I've gathered the members. What? Here, the application form. Have you forgotten? You need 5 members. There are only 4 names written here. It can't be approved as a club. No, there are 5 members. If we include you, Kisato. I heard from Gaku that you've been visiting card shops. Kisato, you actually love Vanguard, don't you? Enough. With only 4 members, I can't approve this club. Now get out of here. Understood. What? Wait, Yuki! On one condition. Fight me! Who would bother? Just fight me. I'll leave after, I promise. Fine, but use a deck from here. Boomer Vanguard! We're playing Boomer Vanguard, let's go! We're playing Boomer Vanguard, let's go! We're playing Elf Vintage decks, let's go. Vintage decks? The first decks in Vanguard history. But why do you have to use vintage decks? If you win, you'll never apply for a club again. Deal? And if I win, I'll quit Vanguard. Let's go. That's not really, like, why are we still fighting? She's iching him so hard right now. We're not gonna skip the fight. We're gonna fight the Boomer, guys, for our last fight. We're gonna play OG Vanguard. Let's go. So this is the original words. The 5Ds manga, Aunt Jay, we'll talk about that in Appreciating Yu-Gi-Oh! Next month. I don't want to spoil my thoughts, but it's very interesting. I do like it. But it's very interesting. I think it's very unique. Alright, we're going first. Alright, so we don't have a ride deck in OG Van. Oh, we're playing Kagero. You know what, chat? This is perfect. We're playing Overlord. And we have the end. We have the end, bro. And we have a ride up. And we have Berserk. This is actually a pretty decent hand, actually. We gotta get used to the different shield numbers. We're gonna ride Dragon. Well, actually, we're gonna ride the bar here. We're gonna do some. Alright, Conroe is gonna come to back. Let's go the end. Yes, let's go the end. Absolutely, Paco Waco Taco. Absolutely. Alright, we're gonna do some shenanigans. We're gonna rest here just to filter a little bit. We have the end, but we're gonna ride Berserk next turn. I guess we'll discard the. Alright, rest. And then we're discard. Just trying to filter a little bit. Filter? Alright, bar's fine. Alright, we're gonna end the phase and we're gonna end there. Used to play Vanguard Zero, Paco Wakataku. I did too! I miss Vanguard Zero! Vanguard Zero was so fun! Oh, he's got so he's playing Aichi's deck. So we have an Aichi versus Kai for our final fight of stream, which I think is pretty fitting here. The numbers are so different. I gotta remember the numbers. Alright, we'll take this hit. He's got a draw coming in hot. Alright. I like racing is more focused on he's smaller. That's true, Aunt Jay. Alright, we got a heal trigger. So we got a defensive here, but I think he can get over us. That's okay. I remember grinding to rank seasons back in the back to only get second twice. You got second? That's still good, Paco Waco Taco. That's still amazing, my dude. You're awesome. So you're doing awesome, Paco. Alright, we're not going to waste this defensive here. We're going to do this. I forgot how low your hand space is in OG Vanguard. Cries and Deleter fan. Alright, we got original Overlord. We're gonna ride the Berserk here. We can ride Overlord, and so we can get the cross ride going off here. We're gonna call the Burning Horn and just swing. We're gonna use Conroe, because why wouldn't you use Conroe? And we could search PG, but I kind of want to search Aramo. I believe it's in here. Does this deck not have Aramo? There it is. Aramo is very good for the end, so we're going to reveal Aramo, and we're going to put it right here. So give some on-hit pressure a little bit. Move up our Gojo. Alright, let's just swing. Alright. Vanguard 0 was so good. Vanguard 0 has the alternate scans in Vanguard 0 is what made it like really, really cool for me. Let's get a critical trigger here. What did I say, chat? What did I say? Let's go. I am just sacking so hard today, chat. It's insane. Absolutely, we're just sacking. Alright. So he's going to take 2 here. And if he's defensive, because it's only 5k boost, we can still hit. So we're not going to use Aramo's boost ability on this one, but we are going to attack again. Push him to 4. Absolutely base. Let's go. He does heal, though, but that's okay. We still pushed him pretty hard. And we have Overlord for next turn, so we can do some shenanigans. I wish I had Kai's theme to play for y'all. Oh, he played G-Assist, so he bricks. He bricked really bad using G-Assist. So G-Assist is an older thing where if you brick, you can just kind of fix your hand a little bit if you remove some cards. We need 3 CB for Overlord. Well, we're gonna go to 3, okay. Alright. Alright, the end! No! The end! No, we needed that for Persona Blast! We needed that for Persona Blast, bro. Alright, we're gonna guard here. So chat, we can either ride the end and get Persona Ride, or we could call the Overlord to rear. Oh, we have a second Overlord, we're fine. Alright, we're gonna ride Dragonic Overlordo. And we're gonna call the second Overlord here. Alright, so we got some numbers. Alright, let's go. End our main phase. Burning Horn's gonna get plus 3k because we have an Overlord Vanguard. By the way, since Yurdu's anime is canon, that means they pass the format changes? Yeah, they do. Which is interesting. He is not getting any triggers, really. He got that heal, but... Alright, let's go Overlord. Let's go Overlordo. He's got Epona here, so it's 1 to pass. Come on, let's get a trigger. Let's get a crit. Let's get a crit. Come on, come on. Crit, crit, crit. Oh, come on. Damn it. No. It's okay. We've been very lucky, so we're fine. We're still going to push him to 5, most likely, so we're fine. And if his grade 3 is Soul Saver, he can't really do much. Yeah, he is just, yeah. I was so used to Stardust. Playing Vintage was so alien. Standard Vintage was alien. Yeah, it's very alien. I played some G-era stuff, but it was really cool to play, like, first-gen Vanguard a little bit. Why? So he called Alfred to rear. Interesting, he wouldn't put Alfred on Van, but okay. Alright, We could... I'm gonna take this because I want to save the PG. Alright, there's bar. Alright, we have twin drive here, so... So if he crits, we're basically screwed. So we just have to hope he doesn't get a crit. Come on, no crit. Come on, come on, come on. No crit, no crit, no crit, no crit, no crit. No, I jinxed it, chat. Chat, I jinxed this. No, he wins. No, unless we heal. Come on, we can heal. No. No, come on. This is our first loss of the playthrough. Bro, I don't want to do this again. No, no, no. Come on, can we heal? Come on. If we draw into our heal, I swear we did not. Come on. Heal trigger, heal trigger. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, heal trigger. No! Darn it. No. We were a little greedy. Oh, it's okay. No. No. Alright, we're gonna have to do that again. I'm not reading the cutscene again. Let's try again. Let's try again, chat. We just had a lot of grade 3s. Alright. I need G assisted too, so... No, we're gonna play again. We might not have time for pack opening, but it's okay. It's okay. It happens. I'm not discouraged about it. It's okay. Alright. Put back our triggers. We need a grade 3. We'll keep bar for the ride line. Alright, we need a grade 3. How do I feel about the Yusei support? I don't really have an opinion. I haven't really looked at it. It doesn't feel like it's gonna make Yusei like tier 1 or anything. Or like really competitive, so... I'm not really sure. I have Tsukuyomi in here, but we're not allowed to pick which decks that we want to play. Alright, we're gonna let this go through so we can use Conroe. Alright, he's gonna draw here. Duel. Draws are so important in Vanguard for Vintage because there's just not much draw engines unless you're playing Orgotin, I think. No, Overlord, no! Overlord, no! No, Overlord, no! We have Nahalem, though. Yeah, this is gonna be a weak turn, too, but... Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, the heal is huge. Nice heal. So we're going back to 0. That's nice. Plus the heal to hand is nice for shield. We actually have some shield this game. We just don't have a grade 3, which is the problem. We need... Oh, there's Alfredo going down. Mr. Alfredo. We need to draw an Overlord or we'll have to use G assist here, which is gonna suck. We have a big hand. Welcome, Atomic Exo. Welcome, welcome. Ugh, we have to use G assist here. Alright. What are we gonna add? Well, Overlord is like... We'll use Overlord. Alright. Alright, we're gonna remove a trigger. We're gonna have to remove 2 triggers here. Really sucks, but it's okay. We're gonna play the goat himself. And we have Burning Horn as well. We're gonna save the Berserk Dragon for later. Draw trigger, nice. Let's get at the end. That would be great. There's Airmo. It's mess up but true since Go has Earth. Yeah, he does. Alright. Alright, Soul Saver going down. We're gonna at least maybe push him to 3. Alright, he's gonna use Abyssal Owl here. Garden. Alright. We have Buri, so that's nice. And we can search out another Buri. Alright, so he's got the Mega Blaster on Vanguard Circle here. We can retire that rear guard, which will be nice. It'll be huge next turn. That'll be huge. Alright, grade 2. Go not only killed the Earth, but stole his cards. Yes, he did. I don't like what they did with Go. I don't like what they did with him. I was very disappointed. Because I really liked Go in Season 1. I thought he was a great character. Alright, we're gonna guard here with Mr. Gojo. Well, actually, we only need 5k shield for this. Yeah, because Overlord's 11k base. What am I talking about? We can retire that Intercept, which will be nice. We can push him a little bit. We're not gonna ride, because there is no Persona ride in Standard. We're gonna call the Berserk here to retire the front row. 2 CB is such a big cost. We don't have counter charge. It feels bad. Retire that Intercept. We're gonna call Aramo behind for some good numbers. And we're just gonna swing, swing, swing. Crit, we love to see it. We're gonna get the crit. We're gonna get the power. So then our... Alright, let's go. Alright, we're gonna push him to 4, at least. Alright, nice. I like the idea of Go becoming Hell Kaiser, but as always, they mishandled the character. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate. Our Burning Horn sadly not going to hit, but our Burning Horn will hit. And we have on-hit pressure from Aramo if we want to filter. So he's going to need at least a 5k here, which I'm sure he can spare. Yeah. The end. We need the end, bros. Where's the end? Where's our goat, the end? Alright, we're gonna well, we don't really have any other... Well, we have an Overlord, so we're gonna intercept here. Alright. We're gonna let this go through, chat. We're gonna be fine. I'm not worried. The end summoning in the anime was so cool. Absolutely. With the music. The end is so cool. And then Morikawa using the end. Absolutely peak. Oh, we're going to 4. That's okay. On the time Vrains was airing, people saw justifying Go killing him with Kaiba do that, like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't justify it. Just because Kaiba would do it doesn't mean you justify the actions of it. It was a horrible thing to do. It was awful. Like, Earth was innocent. He didn't want to hurt anybody. It's not like it was lightning or windy, right? Like, Earth and Aqua and Flame and I were innocent. Like, they didn't really do anything. Alright, we have 2 Burning Horns, which is nice. We can't go for Overlord skill here, so we're just gonna filter a little bit. Filter with, well, actually, no, we want the numbers here, because we want to try to end the game here if we can. We're gonna go with Overlord first. And see what we get. 2 to pass. Which we're not going to get here. That's okay. Alright. Blank, blank. Alright, we're going to go in for 19. He needs a trigger to guard here. Which he has. Considering he's running a Mega Blast deck, like, we could, like, try to, like, not push him to 5 and hope on a crit, like, with the end, but I want to see what this happens. We gotta finish up. The episode's gonna start soon. I want you guys to be able to watch it. And I mean, it's on YouTube. It's not like it's going anywhere, but I know, like, y'all want to watch the new episode, so let's try to get through this very fast. We might want the Overlord, so we'll discard the bar, I guess, to filter a little bit. I draw another Buri. Nice. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see if we can get through this. 14. We have... We'll just intercept with one of our Burning Horns here. We have 2 Buri, so we're fine. We got Buri. Yeah, we also have Berserk to deal with anything as well, so we're okay. We'll discard Overlord here. Since we're talking on Brains, I hate that even after all dead, so Lightning's fault. Yeah. Yeah. Let's blame Lightning. I'm really not looking forward to him coming to Duel Links. I really don't want Lightning. I don't like him. We can either use 2 triggers or Buri. I'm just gonna use 2 triggers here. It's a little overguarding, but it's fine. He's at 5. We have a rear guard, retire, take out, intercept. If we get the end here, we might be able to at least get the big numbers. Which we do not, but that's fine. Let's just try to end the game here if we can. Let's get rid of that front row, rear. Get rid of that intercept, that shield. We didn't get to show off any Vanguard restanding, unfortunate, but it's okay. Alright, 2 to pass. Airmo. If we get a trigger here, it might be huge. Not huge. So much of Vanilla Vanguard is like, if you don't have any big numbers, it's just like, what are you doing? Burning Horn gets that plus 3k. Another trigger, yeah. I just want Aqua, then I'm set for Brains World. Yeah. We're probably gonna get Blue Maiden, right? Yeah, he's using PG here. He must got a bunch of grade 3s. Alright. We're still just kind of just chilling, chat. I'm trying to beat him as fast as possible, but I think we're gonna have to go into the episode time, but that's okay. I'll watch it after the live chat. It's okay. Let's see here. Guard. Okay, we're gonna guard here. And then we'll PG the Vanguard. As we have enough to guard, so... And we can always let the 5th attack go through, the 3rd attack. Discard Airmo. Alright, there's Galatine. Alright, he's got, like, nothing to defend with, chat. I think we got him next turn. He has nothing to defend with. And he's at 5, so... If we get the end here, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. We'll allow this to go through. There's no reason to guard here. If we could top deck the end again, that would be great. You want Lightning and Windy's decks? That would be cool. I would think it'd be cool if we have them. Let's final turn. Let's final turn him. Let's final turn. Alright. We're gonna call Bar over here. And we're gonna call Conroe to get Bar so we have better numbers. We can't really do much else. Alright, Conroe. Just get some better numbers and we're gonna deck then. Alright. Okay, this is gonna be 20 right here. He needs a trigger and something else. Or he has Assault. That also works. Alright, Overlord. Let's do this, my homie. Let's go in for the big finish. Can we get a crit here to end it off? Yes, we do! Look at that. Chat, I've caught so many freaking triggers today. Jeez. Alright. I'm gonna try to read the dialogue really, really fast so we can, heal. Oh, he heals on crit? Really? Dude, really? Come on, come on, come on. Die, 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 die. Don't get double heal. Okay, thank goodness. Good. Bye. Bye, Boomer. We've defeated the Boomer. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Gah. You're always like this. You always surpass me effortlessly. In studies, sports, even the student council election. Do you know how it feels to always have to walk in the shadows? Your deck and fight show me just how much you truly love Vanguard. And the reason you didn't want to approve the club, you didn't want to change, did you? Even if the rules change, to me it's still the same Vanguard. That's why a vintage deck, even now unchanging, preserved decks are telling me to keep going. But you're taking Vanguard away from me too? There's no way I'll approve the club. I'd rather... Kisato. As promised, I shall quit Vanguard. What an overdramatic guy. Don't run away. What? Sure, some things have stayed the same as good. Winning and then showing pity? I can't take pity. Fighting seriously and clashing of our feelings. There's no way I could take pity on you. Sorry. Until I encountered Vanguard like you, I thought staying the same was good. I was satisfied being relied on by everyone, thinking this was fine, every day was the same, but then I met Vanguard, and I had many bad experiences and ran away from myself for the first time. But every time I overcame something, I found a new side to myself. As long as I play Vanguard, I would keep changing, and that's not a bad thing. I want to move forward, so don't be afraid to change. Change. Kisato, if you'd like, tell me about the Vanguard of today. Wouldn't it be nice if all boomers were as nice as him? I'm going to the principal's office to submit the club application. Thank you. Alright, chat. With like 2 minutes to spare, we did it. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time for pack opening today, unfortunately. But that is going to wrap up for today's stream. Thank you all for joining me for some more Dear Days 2. So next time... we will be fighting, we're going to be fighting Miss Dragon Girl herself. So we'll be fighting her, Ottawa. So, thank you guys for joining. Everyone who came out, Anche, Kaio, Paco, Akotaku, Jeff, Hikari, and everybody else, Scooby, who came into chat today, and all of our lurkers. I see you, lurkers. Thank you. Go watch the new Vanguard Divines episode. We got Tomari, versus Ruka. It's going to be really hype. I hope you guys check it out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Screen Chat will go up on Sunday. Again, watch Galaxy Rush tomorrow. I will be there co-commentating with Hikari. So that's going to be so awesome. I'll promote that on the Twitter as well. All right, everybody. Stay happy and healthy, guys. And bye. And have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.